All right, so it's 8:45. It's Evelyn here, and I'm going to be doing today's huddle. All right, pretty much, I guess everyone's pretty much on it. Can everyone hear me? Okay, yes. All right, today I am going to be talking about the 135, and a lot of us are, I guess a lot of y'all are pretty new here. Let me share my screen. And I want this page. So we're talking about the 135, which is something we, like a lot of people here use at KW, trying to map out our business goals for the year. And everyone should be able to access a blank copy in your shared the shared drive. So when you get your blank copy one, hit the words make a copy and put it in your actual drive so you can edit it yourself and keep track of it without someone else going over your personal stuff. Has anyone else done a 135 that is newer to the team? Like if you were here at least in October when we did our business planning for this year. So who's newer? Brad. Oh, you're driving. Brad's driving. We won't pick on Brad. Who's newer?
Shelby.
Okay. Oh, Shelby right here next to me. Have you actually done a 135 yet?
I have not, no.
Okay. Well, then we will talk about how to get one done. Like I know Laura's done one. Anyone who's been on the team a while has done a 135 at one point. So the 135. Let's get to it. Is one main business promise, like your one big goal. And so I'm going to share mine. My one big goal for this year is 36 transactions, and and it's lofty, but I feel like it is also obtainable if I break it down, which is how we break down our bulk goals into little bite by bite pieces. So the 135, one main business goal, mine. 36 transactions this year. And then you're going to have 3 priorities to get it done. What are your 3 priorities? For me to get to 36 transactions, my priorities are going to be prospecting, leverage, and just improving my skills. So skill improvements. And this can, you can use a 135 for many things. You can have a 135, in your personal life as well, or, financial goals only, and then breaking them down bite by bite as well. So once we have our 3 priorities, we'll go through mine. Prospecting, 5 strategies in prospecting, door knocking, utilizing referrals from other agents. This is, I guess, easier for some of us than others. Like I've done business for 9 years in 2 other states, so I'm getting referrals from other agents I've done business with, in the past states, and they're starting to send me people to Hawaii. Networking events, like there's like young professional groups, business after hours through the Chamber of Commerce, utilizing Mojo, which is very effective. All of us are doing that, and then our sphere of influence. So if you have a large sphere here in Hawaii, that's great. Some of us don't know a lot of people, and we just need to continue to grow them. Kali'i, how have you used the 135 effectively this year?
Well, I have yet to put one together for this year, but it's along the same path for to create an objective and create the 5 strategies. But
okay, and since you've been on the team for a while, have you found that using the 135 is effective in pinpointing obtaining your goals?
It helps me keep focused on what I need to do to get to those goals. But yep. So yeah, it does.
Yeah. Like I actually have a printed copy of mine, and I keep in my notebook every year, so I can just pull it out all the time.
Nice.
All right. So one of my other priorities is leverage, which we have such access. We have access to so much great leverage here on the team. We have all of our VAs that are tremendous to our help. They help us stay on our dollar producing activities. You know, oh, didn't even realize that was didn't even realize that. Okay. Our time blocking, which if we maintain our blocks of time for effective dollar producing activities for our mojo dialing, things like that. We have ISAs now, which really help with the lead nurturing, and for transaction coordination, which allows us again to focus more on working with buyers, working with sellers. Involving leverage. Also for me, getting my house professionally clean. That way that's many hours a week that I don't have to do it, and I can effectively, again, work on things that actually make me money rather than take me away from them. Is Adrian?
Yes.
For you, part of your leverage, what do you use for your personal life that you think helps you maintain more, be more involved in your business?
Well, I mean, just you put professional home cleaning. I mean, there's certain things that I could do, and also I leverage my children as well. So having 3 kids, teaching them, how to do chores and help around the house and yard work. But I do have a professional yard person because I'm not skilled at that, nor do I want to spend the time doing that.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to use leverage not only in your professional life, but also in your personal.
Yeah.
So
Make it smoother. Transactions, so they can make it smoother.
yes.
Yeah. And for a lot of us, I'm doing a lot of home renovations,
Mm-hmm.
and someone's like, okay, if I take 3 days off of work, how much business did I potentially lose compared to how much money did I save?
Yeah.
In some cases, it is worth it for me to do it myself. And in some cases, I'm not going to build my own walls.
Yeah.
When we're talking,
So being able to evaluate and see all right, your dollar productive activity, is that going to be more than actually doing that project?
Yeah. In some cases, this was $15,000, but I didn't spend 3 months doing it. So
yeah.
We pick our battles. Okay. And I think another thing that all of us really need to focus on, no matter what our business goal is of the year, are improving our skills, showing that we are constantly learning and evolving and to benefit our clients.
Mm-hmm.
For me, learning some scripts has really helped. Reading a lot of business books. All of us right now, I think we're reading Daring Greatly. That's just one book that I've read this year. There are a lot of other ones that I think a lot of us read. The One Thing, Fanatical Prospecting. All of these help us in our business lives. There's so many seminars. A lot of them are free around the island. They want you to eventually sign up and pay money. I think we were all actually invited to one. Tilly invited us to what is a PSI basic one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this Wednesday in the evening.
And I would encourage you guys all to go and listen. There's some really very successful business leaders in our community that are going to be talking about how PSI has helped them to bring their mindset and their business to the next level. And I think Brad is signed up for the May training, which is a 3-day training.
Yeah, and I think Laura has also completed the first PSI.
Yes, Kaylee has gone through the basic and 7, and then Attilio's gone all the way through and completed the men's leadership as well.
Okay, yeah.
So
constant
training.
Yeah, and again, it's just constantly growing, and I'm sure Attilio would say that going to these seminars benefits you business-wise, and it's that growth mindset
and making connections with other like-minded people.
Yeah.
That aren't, there's realtors there, but it's not filled with realtors. There's a good mix of people that are attending.
Yeah, and if you are there with another business leader in a different industry, they're going to see you there, like, oh, this person's constantly growing, and if I have business, I'm going to refer them to, our team, this person. I actually want to get a few certifications. I want to get the military relocation professional one, because we work with a lot of military here, and there's a much more advanced one that involves a lot of classes called GRI, which is Graduate of Realtor Institute. That's me personally. There's so many certifications out there that we can all attain. Accredited buyer's agent, accredited seller's agent, working with, seniors, which with all these trusts and a lot of aging population would benefit us as well.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
When I first got my license, I gave myself my own certification. I was a military relocation specialist.
But without the badge, you didn't have to pay for it.
Well, even though like you're a military spouse,
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm not like downing that class, but you're gonna go through that class and you're gonna be like,
I know all.
that.
Yeah, I think
So it's really just to have that
Yeah.
badge. So we did the same thing with the CDPE, which is like for short sales. Like we could have been out there teaching the class, but we got it just for, to show the general public, the other agency, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's just a little stamp to show your clients, I got this. I already know what I know.
People actually check, look for that now?
I mean, I just put it in my signature block and on my business card, but I think with the MRP, there may be now, when I first started, there was no social media.
Yeah.
Right. So now, like with the social media and the websites and everything, consumers tend to be a little bit more savvy and they'll look for realtors that have gone through specific training, especially if they have like a certain kind of situation. They want to know okay, our realtor's done this additional training to help.
Some people actually check versus hearsay.
Some will. I don't know about like a majority, but some will. I mean, they'll look they'll take a look at it, but that may not be like the deciding factor. It's helpful.
I think with
majority,
the important one.
what you got to keep in mind is majority of consumers have no idea what all those acronyms are after our names.
Yeah.
So one tip that I would give you, if you're going to put it in your signature block, hyperlink the actual acronym to the website that gives further explanation. So when the consumers click on it, and like Adrian said, create explanations or links to the sites that explain what the designation means, or share on there what it took. You didn't just write a check to somebody and all of a sudden you're a priest and now you're performing weddings, because I know you can do that now. You can
like I did.
Like I'm ordained through this lovely website.
Yeah, because that's what people start equating with it. And then the other thing on going back to this GPS, Renee, please go ahead and give Bernice a task to follow up with everybody and get a current GPS, get this one current one emailed to her so that she can hyperlink it to the roster. And if you guys aren't aware of, on the roster is everybody's contact information. We're also gathering all those sheets that says, getting to know you, the ones that we've been reading at the team meetings. Renee, also get Bernice to send us one so we can read it at the next team meeting, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, that would be your accountability component from this huddle, is everybody needs to have an updated GPS, including Adrian and myself. The one recommendation that I have and what we're doing for the new agents, Shelby, I want you to get on my schedule sometime this week to spend 30 minutes going over this with you. But one of the recommendations we have, and I see it already, is in that last column. It's just about you, how to improve yourself. And then the first two are business related, because we found that even in narrowing it down to 3 different categories was a lot with 5 strategies. So have 2 categories in your business, 10 strategies, and then have that last category be you. And what are the 5 strategies that you're doing to improve yourself, right? If you're not getting a lot of sleep, how effective are you going to be in a listing or a buyer consultation? That's it. Good stuff. What else?
I wanted to make a quick announcement. It's Gilbert's birthday. Was it today or yesterday? Yep. Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Cumpleaños.
Happy birthday, Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And if it was yesterday, thank you for working yesterday, Easter. You definitely saved the day with some of our going under contract stuff yesterday.
You're like a day ahead. So is it today, Gilbert, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday. 22.
Okay.
Okay.
So today.
You're 22 years old. Wow. You're 22 years old.
Oh no, I'm 41.
Okay, if everyone, again, back to the 1 through 5, it should be in the shared drive. Make sure to make a copy of it yourself and save it to your own drive. Don't just write in the one that is in the shared folder, because it'll just get deleted. Make a copy of it yourself, and then we can all email it to Bernice or share it. I guess you can share it with her as well.
Yeah, and then I'd recommend fold it in half and tape it to the inside of your journal notebook, the one you take notes in all the time, and just have it in that first inside cover so you can look at it every once in a while to remind yourself of what should you be focusing on.
Okay, well, we're at 9:01, everybody. Let's get an aha. Andrea, and then we can hear your cute little baby as well.
I think the last column being personal development, because that's critical. You have to develop yourself outside of your business too.
In that case, yeah, I guess I need to revamp mine a little bit, and
that's up to you, Evelyn. Whatever. This is just suggestions. But what's the bold law that supports that? Somebody know the bold law that supports that? Working on yourself. Anyone?
I'm trying to look at the poster.
Your business, and by the way, I have the bold poster, also the mini version of it taped to the inside of my book also. And then I have a picture of my children. So put things in there that inspire you on a daily basis. But the bold law that supports this is your business. Somebody finish it off for me. Your business grows.
Grows to the extent that you do.
Yes, there's your bold law for today. All right, Evelyn, pick one more person and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, Shelby.
I'd say for very easy for leveraging how you utilize that in your personal life, so you can be more dollar productive.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Here, being on the team, as well. When I did everything myself, when I owned my company, I didn't have an ISA or a VA. I did transaction management all myself, and I think if I had those things, I probably would have done 70 transactions a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Just using that for yourself.
All right, everyone, have a great Monday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Good job, Evelyn.
All right, Evelyn, can you go ahead and leave it up? I guess I want to just meet with Shelby real quick since she's a brand new agent.
Sounds good.
All righty.
Everyone else, welcome to sign off.
And Adrian, maybe stay in the room. We're just going to chat with her for a quick 10 minutes just to do a check-in with our new agent. Let's see.
Do you want me to meet with her while you head over here?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would just do it. I'm going to talk about a couple of quick things, and maybe you continue to talk with her while I drive over. Here's what you can pull up for her. Can you just spend 10 minutes? If we don't take a look at it, I'd like to, Adrian, maybe you can get on the keyboard and pull up her first 100.
Okay.
Typically what I like to do is just go over the stuff that she signed off on and then ask a couple of questions to make sure that what she received.
I'll start on that while you're headed over.
Okay. Yeah, and then.
I have a hard copy I've been using too.
Okay, perfect.
Should I go grab that?
Yes.
And then I also have some questions.
Okay.
I have a person that's interested in going Ashland.
Okay,
So I wanted
good.
to approach you guys.
Perfect. Yes.
I don't know how to get her into the office.
Okay. I'll
be right back. Maybe grab that.
Are you?
Well, real quick with her, what I like to do is I pull up the actual one.
I'm going to.
And then anything that you feel that she really knows about it, then you go ahead and put your initial in it. That way we know who's helping her in this group learning.
Okay.
And encourage her to seek Veronica's advice on a lot of that stuff. And then the question I'd like to ask, and then I'm going to sign off, is a blocked out calendar invite once a week for Shall We To Meet with Veronica. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yesterday, not the first 100 though. We did the BC.
We started, yeah, we did the BC.
Yeah, we haven't finished that one though, right?
Yeah, we did
Okay.
And then I talked with Khalid a lot on Friday afternoon. We were here till late just talking about stuff. And I went over this ag stuff with him too.
Yeah,
So we had a better idea.
I'll email you